I'm good. at Granite Stadium, and the Ironmen are taking the field.
You guys can hear each other, right? You're good?
Nope.
Yeah, we're good.
We can't hear, like, through the ears?
No, but you can hear each other.
Yeah,
like I hear him through my ear.
Hello, hello, hello. Stephen Varay, can you hear me? Stephen Varay, can you hear me? Stephen Varay, can you hear me? Stephen Varay, Stephen Varay, Stephen Varay. I know that Stephen Varay is a man. He's a man with a plan. And a man with a plan is what makes him a man. And you good? Good evening. Oh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Zuppi. To my right is my man, Salvatore Noble, and welcome to Friday night under the lights here at Granite Stadium as your Don Bosco Prep Ironmen are taking on the Seton Hall Prep Pirates.
We got a great game for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome and thank you for joining us. Bosco is 4-2 coming into this game, coming off a bye week, but before that, they beat Bergen at Bergen. Sorry. Coming off the bye week, before that, they beat Peters and MetLife. In week before that, they beat the juggernaut. That is Bergen Catholic at Bergen at home. Bosco, again, 4-2, going up against the 4-2 Seton Hall. And now we're going to go to...
Oh, he's over here.
Leads us in our opening prayer. Welcome to Don Bosco Prep. Let's in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for the many blessings you give to us. Thank you in a special way this evening for the young people. We thank you for the two schools that they represent, Seton Hall Prep and Don Bosco Prep. We thank you for our athletes. We ask you in a special way to protect them, keep them safe from all harm, and help them to play their best. Thank you for the coaches and volunteers who accompany them. We ask you to bless them for their labor of love. Thank you for the officials. We ask you to assist them in exercising their charge to keep our young men safe. Thank you for the families and all the friends in attendance to support our student athletes. And in a special way on this evening, we thank you for the Granitel family who have provided the very playground that our athletes will engage in competition. We ask all this in your name, amen. Mary, help of Christians. Saint Elizabeth Ann Seton and Saint John Bosco. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our junior here at Don Bosco Prep, Eddie Morale, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bomb bursting in air,
may prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Good job.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Zuppi, and welcome to Granite Health Stadium Under the Lights Friday Night Edition. Your Don Bosco Prep Ironmen are taking on the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. To my right is my man. He's the guy. He's him, Salvatore Noble.
Well, I thank you for the introduction, Nick Zuppi. And again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Bosco coming into this game 4-2, 4 wins, 2 losses. Coming off the bye week. Before that, they defeated St. Peter's Prep at MetLife. And they're ranked number 1 in the state. Similarly, Seton Hall is also 4-2. Leading the Ironman offense tonight is going to be big number 16, Nick Minacucci. How about on the Seton Hall side?
On the Seton Hall side, you're going to have a junior quarterback. His name is Liam Langerman. He's a little bit of a dual threat, but he relies on his arm more than his legs. This is his first full year starting quarterback, so let's see how he does.
Yes. Now, we are missing, or the Ironmen are missing, one key player tonight. They're missing number 5, Ronnie Heath, the senior running back. He is still out with an injury. However, filling in his place is Logan Bush and Nolan James, the junior, sophomore 1-2 punch that is ravaging the teams that they're playing with their run game. Man, they are doing a great job.
Yeah, Logan Bush, as you just said it, Sonny, Logan Bush against St. Peter's before the bye week, he ran for 197 yards and added 2 touchdowns on top of that. He has been great in filling Ronnie's shoes, so let's see if he can continue the string of great games tonight.
And it's great because even when Nick Minacucci, who's having a fantastic season, 1,297 passing yards with 12 touchdowns, even when he has a lackluster performance like at Peters where he only had, I think it was 55 yards with a 44% completion rate, the running backs were able to step in and still get the win.
Yeah, like you said it, Nick Minacucci has got a big arm. He's led the team last year, senior season, Delaware commit. If Bosco trusts anybody to be their quarterback, it is Nick Minacucci.
Yeah, but definitely something to watch out tonight. 1-2, the running backs, they are going to make or break this game if the passing game, however, cannot get going for the Ironmen. Now, on the Seton Hall side, on the Seton Hall side, they are 4-2. They have an interesting history against the Ironmen varsity football team. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So last year they beat Bosco 20-7 at their home field, making that their first win since beating Bosco since 1976. That had been almost 50 years of losing in a row. Now, last year they did win, so Bosco is coming for vengeance this time around.
They're trying to restart that streak for a long stretch of wins. And now we are going to go to the kickoff. Bosco will be kicking, meaning they will receive in the beginning of the second half.
Darren Burton, number 2, and number 20, Andrew Bailey, will be the 2 people back to return the kick for the Pirates, as Gavin Gortz, number 91, your sophomore Bosco kicker, will be kicking it away here. Mm-hmm. The Ironmen are ready, almost.
Are you ready, Zuppi?
I am ready.
And I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
We're ready. Everyone's ready. And let's do it. Here in Ramsey, Gord's kick is going down the right sideline. Caught it muffed at about the 10. And there he goes down the right sideline, tackled right about the 30-yard line. And Seton Hall will start their first drive right there.
Quarterback Seton Hall is Liam Landergan, the junior, number 9. He's having a pretty good year so far. 727 passing yards on the year, 9 touchdowns, but 6 interceptions. That is not a great ratio. We'll see if that those interceptions show themselves tonight.
Yes, Seton Hall Prep. They did score 17 points, 2 touchdowns last week in their upset loss against Paramus Catholic. So let's see how it turns out for them tonight. Landigan will be in the shotgun. Motions of receiver left to right. Gets the snap, fakes it, and throws it over the middle to big number 85. He catches and breaks a tackle. There he goes, running to the 40-yard line, and he's tackled right there.
Big play to start the game. 20-plus yards down to the opposing 40. Big number 88 on that catch. Who is that? That was Casey O'Sullivan, the 6'3", 215 junior tight end. I have a feeling he is going to be used a good bit the rest of this evening.
Yeah, big play. Throw it to your big tight end first play, gain about 30 yards.
Bosco secondary is going to have to watch out for him.
Langerman will be under center now. 2 receivers to his right. Number 2 takes it on the jet sweep, and there he goes, bouncing outside, but he's met on the 35-yard line by junior cornerback Connor Cosgrove.
Number 2, that's Darren Burton II.
Darren Burton II, formerly a defensive back, but getting a little run at wide receiver.
Yeah, on the jet sweep. So a big play and then a moderate play. Speaking of that Bosco secondary, they're going to have to be working tonight. They are led, well, they got that's the interesting thing. For how good the Bosco offense is, the Bosco defense is comparatively not bad, but average. And we'll get into this later as the game progresses. But we're gonna see the Bosco offense has been churning points. They've been throwing it out. They've almost doubled the national. They're almost at double the national average of yards per game. However, the Bosco defense is a little more average. We'll see how that plays out tonight.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers of how many points Bosco scored in each game this year, there's only one that they're below 30. And, you know, the defense will have to perform well. It did perform well in the last 2 games, so let's see if they can keep their good string of games going.
Leading this Bosco defense with tackles is Lamont Lester with 6.7 per game, followed by the big linebacker Jaden Brown, 4.5 tackles per game. Now, Jaden, he is big back there. Number 8, I believe. I want to keep an eye on him tonight.
Number 21, senior corner Matt Severin appears to be injured, walking off under nose power, which is good.
Good to see. Good to see.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 35 of Bosco for the Pirates.
Hopefully it's just a small cramp on a cold night like this.
Langerman will be in the shotgun, right about the 40. Brody Davis motions right to left to right, excuse me. Langerman gets the snap, pulls it. There's Davis in the flat, and he drops it.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Seton Hall offense. 3rd and 6. Sorry. They had a big play to start with the tight end. Maybe go back to the passing game this time after the drop. 3rd down and 6. I'm going to say they're going to go to the pass.
Yeah, all 3 plays so far have been a run-pass option, so let's see if the Pirates will stick to that, or maybe they'll just air it out and throw a deep ball. Here's Langerman in the shotgun once more. 3rd and 6 from the 35. Brown and Ramos, the 2 middle linebackers, telling the D linemen something. There's Langerman, looks over the middle, and it is once again dropped by Brody Davis, the big tight end. So that'll bring up a 4th and moderate, 4th and 6, as Langerman couldn't complete these 2 previous passes. So let's see what the Pirates will do. Will they go for it, or will they punt it back to this Ironman offense?
Or are they do they have a kicker back in there hidden in the depths of the lineup that is able to boot it? Looks like no. Looks like they are going to go for it. 4th and 6 here. Big play early in the game.
Here come the Pirates. 5 receivers, no running backs in the backfield. Bosco sending pressure. There's Bertone off the edge, and he hits the quarterback, and Langerman just has to throw it away to evade the sack. A huge opening stop right there for this Bosco defense. Vincent Bertone got in there in the backfield. Coach Tabella drew up a linebacker blitz, and there was Bertone making the big hit on Langerman.
And now Bosco has all right field position at their own 35, and they have the momentum. I wouldn't say yet that they have some crazy momentum, but that's pretty good. Stopping a 1st down in a gutsy move, a move full of temerity, I would say, on the side of Seton Hall. Didn't come to fruition, but now let's see what they can do on defense.
So this offensive unit of Bosco is led by their offensive linemen. They are big up front, and as I say that, Bush makes a few men miss and is tackled right about the 50 for the 1st down. The offensive line is featured numerous college commits, including the left side, Chase Basantis, Texas A&M, big 6'6", 280. The left guard, Chris Moreno, Monmouth commit, 6 foot, 185. The center, Aiden Toomey, committed going to Franklin Marshall, and then 2 juniors on the right side, Amori Francis as the right tackle, and Kevin Garcia as the right guard.
Big Kev Garcia. Big Kev.
Minicucci's in the shotgun with Bush to his right. Here comes James motioning left to right. Minicucci rolling out right. Looking over the middle, has time. Now he steps up, avoids 2 Pirates sacks, and he throws it and passes incomplete.
He almost ran into one of his own linemen playing some protection for him. He's got to be careful. Minicucci is pretty light on his feet. Big frame, though, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's listed as, again, as we said, big number 16. Watch for him. Delaware commit, we said that. He has a quarterback rating of 109.2 on the season. That is very good. Seeing that the average is, what, 66.7? It's exceptional, yes.
Minicucci will be in the shotgun again. Here comes James. Now he's going back left. Minicucci hands it off, now fakes it, pulls it running up the middle, and he's met, breaks a man miss, and there goes Nick Minicucci up the middle. Darted for that right pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Iron Man!
And with
Nick Minicucci scores with 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in this first quarter, pulling the handoff and darting for that right pylon, running right through the middle of the field, making Pirates miss all over, and the Minicucci for 6.
Now Bosco takes an early lead not 3 minutes into the game. Minicucci, that could have been a tackle for loss, and honestly, that's what I thought it was going to be. However, Minicucci was able to utilize that quickness, right? He was able to use the stiff arm and then a little starter step, get in, shred a few tackles, get into the end zone. That's pretty good. Bosco looking pretty good on the ground so far in this game.
Yeah, you said he was light on his feet, and then he just
There we
proved
go.
it right. He ran 45 yards for a nice little tutty.
I appreciate him corroborating my earlier statements.
So 2 minutes and 45 seconds into this game, the Ironmen are already winning 7-0. So a good start for the Ironmen team on the 50th anniversary of Granite Hill Stadium. Back in 1972, Granite Hill Stadium was built. They hosted Bergen Catholic, and in an upset win over their rival, Bosco beat Bergen in the first ever game here at Granite Hill Stadium. To this day, Granite Hill is still surviving, thriving, and home to many Bosco athletes.
Yep. And now for the second time in 3 minutes, we see the kickoff return team out for the Seton Hall Pirates.
You know, Sonny, it's great to see a lot of alumni here, right? 50th anniversary, class of 1972 would make that.
Oh, of course.
It's a lot of alumni. It's great to see Bosco brothers that you never met before.
Yeah, and hey, they talk about it a lot, the admissions office, everybody. I mean, you really can feel the brotherhood here at Bosco, you know? That's part of it. You're not just a brother here, you're a brother for life.
Yeah, I met a Bosco guy before this, class of 1981, and him just telling me he's from Bosco. It really
Immediate
feels
connection.
Yeah,
you know?
I was about to say that. You got it correct. You know, I feel like we're immediately related.
Yeah, you got some sort of common denominator.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Exactly. So a good return out to about the 30, fielded about the 10 or 15 to the 30. Now, 3 minutes in, I feel like the majority of the games that we've commentated, we get early scores, you know? So Bosco, now they're the ones that score first. Again, the failed fourth down. The failed fourth down leading to the Bosco possession, and they capitalize off of that. Let's see what Seton Hall can pull up for their second possession.
Langerman under center, hands it off to the running back, number 28, Luigi Pantino, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage by a swarm of Bosco tacklers.
He goes nowhere. I saw him stop and try to change direction, but the big mass of the Bosco D-line quickly surrounded him, and he succumbed.
Number 95, Aiden Horodnik on the tackle, the junior defensive lineman. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. 2nd and 11 from the 31 for the Pirates.
See on the left side, Jovan George, the far side of the D line from where you're seeing it. He has the most sacks in this Bosco defense this season.
Yes, he does.
1.5.
Langerman in the shotgun. There, pulls it now, rolling out to the right, throws it over the middle, and it is caught right about the 38-yard line. Nice catch and throw right there by the Pirate offense.
Down to the 40-yard line. Acrobatic. Well, it was thread of the needle. It was. Now they have I believe this is a first down for them. call this a first down. About 8 minutes left in this first quarter of action. Bosco up 7-0 over the Seton Hall Pirates, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you watching from at home, in your car, or wherever you are, from near or from afar.
So we've seen the Pirates throw a lot here. Let's see if they will continue that trend on this 3rd and short. The Iron Men look to send a little pressure here. That's the way it appears.
O-line does not jump. It's good discipline.
Brown and Lester look like they're blitzing, and there they go. Langerman in the flat, caught by number 21. He trips, and the ball is loose. Picked up by a Bosco defender.
It's still out. It's out, but they call it. A Bosco defenseman has the ball, but they're going to say it's
incomplete.
Incomplete pass. That is an interesting call. I personally thought that he had possession of the ball, and he slipped and then dropped it, but they're going to say no. So that is very good for the Seton Hall side. Bosco would have had some great field position. That's a surprising call, but Bosco's going to have to try it again.
So two possessions, 2 punts for this Pirate offense.
Well,
not what they started, but Bosco defense came out with making a point here early.
First time going for the 4th down. This time just punting it away. Good punt.
Cosgrove lets it go out of bounds right at about the 22, so the Ironmen will start their 2nd possession of the game right at that yard line.
And that is a very good punt. That was 20-20. That's like a 60-yard punt.
That's about a 60-yard boot.
That is a good punt, and that flips the field. So while the Pirates no longer have the ball, at least Bosco is backed up pretty far into their own end. Again, 7-0. About 7 minutes left in this quarter. Now, seeing what you've seen so far, what are your predictions for the game?
If Bosco keeps playing the way they are, I don't see why they're not going to win this game. Offense is rolling with their touchdown on their first drive. Defense back-to-back stop. So let's see if Bosco can keep it going.
Bosco already on their 2nd possession.
Here's James running back right, cuts it back up the middle, and he's tackled right at about the 32-yard line. Nice run right there by the sophomore running back.
Exactly, as you said, the sophomore, he's a little smaller out there on the field, but he is shifted. That seems to be the theme of this Bosco running line. You got Bush, you got James, and Minakuchi can run as well. As we've seen,
yes.
Ran for a touchdown.
Yes. Nolan James is the leader in receiving yards, although he's a running back, so they love to get Nolan the ball in space and let him make a play. Like you just said, because of his elusiveness and how dirty he is when he gets the ball.
Yeah. Again, another play I thought was going to get stopped at the line, but no. Down to another Bosco first down.
So Minakuchi will be under center now with 2 receivers to his right and 2 to his left. Here's Minakuchi motioning Mays into the offensive line. Minakuchi hands it off to Bush, and Bush bounces it up the middle, and there he goes down the left sideline. Logan Bush gets the handoff, and he's running down the left sideline, makes another man miss, and is tackled right about the 20-yard line of the Seton Hall Prep defense.
Wow, and again, flipping the field back to where the punt was kicked from. Bosco, and Bush able to carry some men down with him. Wow, they just keep corroborating what we're saying. The shifty personnel on the running side, Bosco.
Yeah, Logan Bush takes the handoff, runs it right back up the middle, makes a nice cut back left, and there he goes for the nice about 40-yard pickup.
And I say double threat, but I guess it really is a triple threat. We've seen some great plays by Minakuchi, Bush, and James to this point.
Yes, and the senior running back, Ronnie Heath, who's out for a 4th straight game.
He's great as
with
well,
an injury,
yeah.
So looks like Ronnie's shoes are being filled nicely by the running back 1-2 punch we got. Minakuchi hands it off to James, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage by big number 5 for the Pirates, Jordan McAllister, the senior linebacker.
I mean, it's good it's always good to have next people in line when you have a senior that's out or, your leading guy that's out. Bosco is certainly not dearth of running backs. So that's good. And not just any running backs that are doing well. Again, Logan Bush has already, 5 touchdowns on this season? Is that what he's up to? Logan Bush, 5 touchdowns?
I believe so. He had 2 last week, 2 against Peters.
And he's already surpassed Ronnie in yards. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
On this season.
Minakuchi hands it off to your man Logan Bush. Logan bounces it to the left, and a nice tackle right there by number 2, Darren Burton. Burton, the senior corner who got the jet sweep handoff on the first drive. There he is making a nice tackle right there on this defensive possession.
About 5.5 minutes left to go.
So 3rd and 10 after these 2 back-to-back stops. right about the line of scrimmage for this Ironman offense. Ball at about the 23-yard line. Let's see what Coach Sabella and Coach Iggy Urbania have dialed up here for this Ironman offense. Minicucci will be in the shotgun with Bush to his left in the backfield. Parisi out right. Minicucci throws over the middle to James, and he is wide open. Can waltz right into the end zone for an Ironman touchdown.
Now up 13-0. About 5 minutes left in this quarter. Wow, Bosco looking dominant so far. Not even a quarter through this game. Now Seton Hall is going to have to answer with something. Let's see. I'm guessing, go for the PAT, make it 14-0. That's a 2-score lead.
Jack Donnelly, the sophomore kicker, has not missed an extra point yet this year. Knock on wood, obviously. Don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, don't want to jinx him.
Minicucci's hold with Donnelly's kick is all successful. So 14-0 here in this opening quarter. 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go. And what a start right here by this Bosco football team.
And what a night as well. A little chilly as we get closer and closer to the beginning of winter. But now that we're in fall, that is expected. But it's a great night for football. Dry, there's no moisture in the air. Dry, means no moisture. Yeah, it's great, and it's great company, great being here with you. We really are blessed to be able to have a setup like this.
Yes.
And I don't know if you guys saw, we got new headsets thanks to the media club. You guys are awesome.
Mr. E came through, blessed us with these nice headsets.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Again, brotherhood. Brotherhood in every group you're in, and brotherhood of the school as a whole. It's what makes the Ironmen so great.
Friday Night Lights. Under the lights, the Ironmen let off a smoke bomb as they celebrate that last touchdown. The Iron Maniacs. Pink smoke bomb for the pink out. I got to say, Sonny, the Iron Maniacs showed out well for this game.
They did. And, I wasn't really sure if they were going to, but they did. I mean, why would I expect them not to, It's a great night, as we've said many a time already. And they are hyped up, ready to. I mean, look at that. They got basically the whole student section full. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty much all the way filled up to the top. If we can get a cut of that so you guys can see what we're talking about. Burton and Bailey, B&B for the Pirates, the letter P. We'll be back to receive the third kickoff for this Bosco Special Teams unit. Gavin Gortz, the sophomore, will do the kicking.
And now the Bosco kicking unit out for a third time this game already. It's good to set the tone, though.
Gord's kick is up, and it is a good one. Caught by Bailey right at about the 10.
Almost dropped it, but he recovers and keeps running forward. Taken down by Ironman at about the 30-yard line. On the same side as well. So they're going to start another drive at their own about 30. We did see some flags on the play. We'll wait to see what that is for.
Little flag could move this Pirate offense back a little bit.
Or move them forward, depending on who it's called on.
Unnecessary roughness call against this Ironman unit. So that'll move the Seton Hall Prep offense 15 yards closer to the end zone.
So now starting at about the 45. That's good field position. They went from all right to pretty good. About midfield now. Starting their third drive now? Nothing coming to fruition yet. However, fresh set of downs.
Langerman will be under shotgun. He hands it off, and the running back makes a man miss. Met right about the 47 by the sophomore linebacker, Kyle Ramos.
Able to dive forward to about the 50. So that's about, they're going to give him about 4 yards on the play. Set it up with about 2nd and 6.
Ball's right about the 49-yard line. 2nd down, and I believe 2 yards to go here for a Seton Hall Prep 1st down. Langerman will be in the shotgun. Waiting the snap, now gets the snap, hands it off, and there is Lester in the backfield making a big tackle for loss. Michael Dunmore got the handoff, and Lamont Lester blew that play up right behind the line of scrimmage for a huge tackle for loss.
Tackle for loss. The TFL, that's a pretty important stat for this Don Bosco Prep defense too. I know I was knocking on them a little bit earlier, but they are showing up. They are showing up, not let up anything. They had that one big play to start the game, the Seton Hall, the Pirates did, but after that they said nope, and they've been shutting it down.
Yes, they did. So a 3rd and long right here for this Pirate offense. Not the ideal start to this drive. 3rd and 9 from the 47-yard line after they picked up some free yardage on the play. Langerman in the shotgun gets a snap, and a screen pass caught by number 4, and there he goes, making a man miss, and he's hit hard right about the 40 by Brown. But that will move the chains for this Seton Hall Prep offense.
So after the TFL, they are able to move forward. Jaden Brown did stop any more pickup on that play. They're going to spot the ball at about the 38-yard line and a fresh set of downs.
Michael Dunmore, the running back, came out of the backfield right there. Langerman threw him a nice little pass. He caught it and gained some nice yards. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. 14-0 still the score, with Seton Hall driving on their 3rd possession of the game. Langerman in the shotgun with Dunmore in the backfield. There is Langerman handing it off to Dunmore. Dunmore is hit hard by number 44, Kyle Ramos. He was tackled right at about the 38-yard line. Kyle Ramos, the younger brother of a former Bosco graduate, Colin Ramos, who is playing football in the Navy. We wish Colin the best of luck this college football season.
And they're going to give him about half a yard on the play. Now this Bosco defense is starting to get hyped up. They've already done their job. They got to stick with it. They're already doing their job. They got to stick with it.
Langerman in the shotgun once more. Dunmore to his left in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left and 2 to his right. There's Langerman on the play action pass. Aiden Horodnik making him chase. He throws over the middle, and it is caught right about the 12-yard line. Nice throw right there by this junior quarterback, Liam Langerman. Liam Langerman evaded Aiden Horodnik, who was chasing him in the backfield, threw a bomb deep downfield, and it was caught right about the 12-yard line, which will put this Pirates offense in the red zone.
Yeah, he was flush out of the pocket, able to keep his composure, a jumping cross-body throw. Wow. That was great. First 2 plays, they weren't able to make very much happen, but as the passing game comes alive, they are starting to pick up some momentum. Will they continue it? The Bosco defense has to decide that.
Dunmore and Patano will be in the backfield as Davis motions now to the right side. There's Langerman pulling, looking for Davis, and he's got him. Makes a man, makes Severin miss it, and there he is. Brody Davis is in for the Seton Hall Prep touchdown, making the score 14-6 with 44 seconds to go here in this opening quarter.
Brody Davis using that big 6'1" frame, about 14 stone, coming in at 195. He is able to use that momentum he generates to stiff arm, boom, out of bounds, run into the end zone. Now 14-6, about 45 seconds left on the clock in this 1st quarter of action.
(14-6). This Seton Hall Prep kick is up. The lefty kicks it right through the uprights to make it 14-7. Almost hitting a Bosco fan. 44.9 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. Seton Hall Prep decreases the lead in half. 14-7 is now the score, with the Ironmen taking back over the rock. The Ironmen have scored in their only 2 possessions of the game. A Minakuchi touchdown throw to Nolan James for the second, and the first was a Nick Minakuchi run right to the right pylon for 6. So Minakuchi responsible for both touchdowns so far, 1 on the ground and 1 in through the air.
45 seconds left on the clock. Bosco will probably get maybe a couple few plays before the end of the quarter, but it doesn't really matter because they get the ball back to start the second quarter of action. Bosco came out strong, put up 14 points on the board. Seton Hall finally got their bearings and answered with a touchdown of their own. The kick is up and away. Line
Caught
drive.
right about the 1 by Cosgrove, and there he goes, running up the middle. Picks up a few blocks, and Cosgrove makes a man miss, and there he goes, right about the 30-yard line, breaking tackles, pushing the pile to about the 32, and that's where the Ironmen will start this drive.
And look at that Herculean effort, trying to stay on his feet a little more, which he does successfully, getting him down to about the 30, 32-yard line. They're going to put him at the 33. Nice. And that was about a 30-yard return. Fielded the line drive kick at about the 3.
Justin Cook right there on the tackle for the Pirates. So let's see what this Ironman offense can do here in their third drive of the game. Dan Parisi, wide receiver on the right side. Him and Nick Minakuchi have a great connection. Dan Parisi pretty much catches whatever Minakuchi throws to him. I was talking to him earlier. Parisi said, whatever he throws, I catch. Not because it's easy, but Nick makes my job easy. He puts the balls right on the money, and if I drop it, I know I'm going to get in trouble.
On that pass, incomplete. McAllister, defending number 4, Bobby Mays, got his hands out but was not able to grab the ball, dropped it. Now 2nd and 10.
30 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. Under the lights, Friday night.
Great game so
Pink
far.
out. Great
Pink out.
game.
That's right. I'm seeing some pink garments on the Seton Hall side as well.
Look at that student section right there in the top of your screen. The Iron Maniacs are filled, and we are Rowdy and Ramsey. As I say that, Bush takes the handoff right up the middle, and there he goes. Logan Bush with a Herculean effort right to about the 40-yard line.
And wow. And that was great. He ate up that tackle right at the right at the line of scrimmage from Reggie Williams, the big 6'1", 210 defensive lineman. He ate that up and was able to stay on his feet and push forward. He's been in the weight room. Tell you what, somebody's been squatting.
Yeah, getting that leg strength up.
Yeah.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. We're about to hear a horn. And that is the end of the first quarter. Your Don Bosco Prep Ironmen are winning over the Seton Hall Prep Pirates 14-7, as we will start the second quarter in a jiffy.
Yep. Quarter through, 14-7. Now, if you were to go purely mathematical, the end score from here, if they were to keep up the same pace, would be 42-21. Now, is that plausible? Plausible. It's possible. However, Seton Hall, on their third of their 3 offensive drives, they were able to come together a little more and were able to march down the field, getting the passing game alive.
A Langerman to Davis touchdown right there.
Yep, the big tight ends, 2 big tight ends on the Pirates side. Big number 81, Davis, and 88, Casey O'Sullivan, leading this team so far. 6'1" and 6'3". They got some big guys out there. So if they were able to use that to bully the Bosco secondary, maybe they can find a little bit more success. However, the Ironmen looking great on all sides of the field, catching, passing, and rushing. The rushing game is great so far. Logan Bush, Nolan James, and Nick Minakuchi all on their feet. Minakuchi got a touchdown, as well as Bush, I believe. Was that James that got the touchdown?
No, James got
James
the
got
touchdown.
the touchdown, excuse me.
Minakuchi, Bush, and James, as you alluded to, are great. But if you want to have a good running game, the big boys up front got to do their job. And the offensive lineman for this Bosco team is big and good.
We touched on earlier, Chris Moreno out there. You got Besantis out there as well. Big guys. Big guys out there holding up the Bosco front. Now, Bosco is going to start this second quarter of action. Ball on the 40. Second down with 4 yards to go. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, near or afar, thank you for joining us tonight. Again, I am Salvatore Noble, joined by the one, the only,
Nick Zuppi.
Nick Zuppi.
Pleasure to be here with you, Sonny.
Pleasure
It's
to
been
be with
great
you,
calling these games all year. It's a really fun time.
It's a fun time, you know? It's one of the things that's going to make Bosco so memorable. Right? It makes Bosco so memorable, and I know I'm going to remember it.
Yes, the media club ran by Mr. Egino, excuse me. Mr. E does a great job. We got a great crew behind the scenes. You know, so credit to everybody. You hear us, me and Sonny, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes that doesn't get enough credit. So we always love to give credit where credit's due in the media club.
Anthony Proya back there, our great director. Coming all the way back. He's varsity coxswain. He made it all the way back from practice. He ran back. He actually drove the bus. No, I'm kidding. But he got back as fast as he could just to direct for us. Now that is
And we're back from a little bit of an extended quarter break. The Ironmen will start on the 40, as Sonny said earlier. We got some confusion.
They're going to call it a 3rd and 3? Second form now, 3rd and 3. All right.
3rd and 3 from the 40.
We'll take it.
Let's see if the Seton Hall Prep defense could come with a play here and get their offense back on the field.
Seeing the success they've had so far, Bosco, the success they've had so far with the running game, I would think they would go back to it for this 3rd down, 3rd and 3, 3rd and short, I would call it.
Why not let the big boys eat up front, right? Get some pancake
Exactly.
blocks, clear some holes for the running backs or
Mhm.
Minakuchi, and let them do their thing in space.
I mean, Chase
Minakuchi, DeTrano, and Bush in the backfield. Minakuchi fakes the handoff, running up the middle behind Besantis, and there goes Nick Minakuchi, tackled on the Seton Hall Prep side of the field for another Bosco.
First down, moving those chains. And, of course, Chase Besantis there with the block, able to open up some space for Minakuchi. I mean, he isn't the, ranked 43rd in his class in the nation? I think that's what it is.
Higher than that. I think it's low 20, or higher 20s, like 28,
good for him.
I think.
Definitely top 50. We'll say that. We'll put that clause on there.
4-star, committed to Texas A&M, as I alluded to earlier.
He's not committed there for no reason. Oh, wow, double negative. But, yeah, he's great up there. They're holding down. They are the catalyst for the running backs, you know? The running backs can be strong, but they got to have places to go.
Minakuchi fakes the handoff, and there he goes again, making more men miss, and there he goes, spinning right into about the 38-yard line. Nick Minakuchi showing off his fancy footwork here in this first half.
Minakuchi's looking very light on his feet this game, I must say. We've seen him run pretty successfully in the past, but you saw the acrobatic, he did the spin, he did the back and forth. He's doing great out there, looking like a shifty running back, but he's also able to throw bombs downfield. And you also saw the little reach out, the little flourish at the end, trying to get some extra yardage. I don't think they gave it to him, but that's good. Now they're going to give him a 2nd and 1, so 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, the dual threat ability. Keep the offense on their toes when the defense thinks it's going to the running back. Minakuchi keeps it himself and makes plays.
Now do they go back to Minakuchi yet again?
Let's see. 2 receivers are to his left, 2 to his right, with James in the backfield. And there's the handoff to James, running left behind Besantis. And there he goes. Nolan James down the left sideline. Picks up a block from Mays, and Nolan James is in. Touchdown, Iron Man.
And now Bosco is up 22-7. Nolan James with his 2nd touchdown on the night. Wow, Bosco.
And there's a flag on the play.
Oh, this might come back. Bosco.
Looks like a little bit of an illegal block downfield. Maybe holding is the call.
And the coaches on the sideline cannot believe it. They are incredulous at the fact.
Coach Leonte Carew does not like that call. And that'll push this Ironman offense back to about the 28-yard line.
That's a 10-yard penalty on a holding call against the offense. So Bosco has not extended their lead quite yet, but they are still 14-7 winning over Seton Hall Pirates.
That was a nice run though. Although it did not result in the touchdown, even though James ran for the touchdown because of the holding call, it was still a very nice play. James made multiple men miss, running behind Garcia and Besantis.
They got some secret formula out there. I mean, it's almost as if our running backs are covered with butter. They keep slipping through the hands of the defenders.
Yeah, man. Normally, butter in football is not a good thing. Butter fingers.
If it works, it works.
But hey, here's James getting the pitch, cutting back up the middle, running through, pushing the pile, and there he goes, right at about the 8-yard line, which will set up the Ironmen for 1st and goal.
Did you see that block? Who was that on the block?
Chris Moreno
That
with a
was-
nice little
oh my
shove.
God. Wow, he went flying. Again, Chris Chase up there on the line. Big guys. They are moving this pile forward, moving the pile
In
forward for the
particular,
running backs.
Chris Moreno and Chase Basantis, 4-year varsity starters, started every game of their high school career. Both, knock on wood, obviously, as Bosco fans, both have not missed a game since their freshman year begun on varsity.
And now it's going to be a second and
Second and one
ball
from
on
the
the
11.
So that, we're in the red zone. With that,
We
we
are
are in the red zone. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
Minakuchi will be in the shotgun. Gets the snap from Toomey, hands it to Bush, and Bush makes a man miss in the backfield. Logan Bush running up the middle, diving for the end zone. Let's wait for the signal,
They're gonna
and
give it
he
to him?
appears to be stopped
It
short.
looks like he surged forward. No real replay. But if they replayed it, I don't know. But that was certainly close. We almost had a touchdown for each man running on the ground. Minakuchi, James, and we could have had Bush. We'll see what I'm gonna guess. If you got a 1st and 1 on the 1 yard line, why not hand it off to Bush again? Heck, he can dive over the pile. How about that?
Yeah, Logan Bush with the nice spin move in the backfield avoided the tackle for loss and set them up for a nice 1st and goal right here at the 1 yard line. Minakuchi gets the snap, hands it to Bush, and Bush pushes forward, and now this time he is in. Logan Bush, the junior tailback, scores the touchdown to make it 20-7 Ironmen over the Pirates.
And now we do have the 1 touchdown for James, for Bush, and for Minakuchi. So we have sophomore, junior, and senior touchdowns on the ground. One from long range, medium range, and I would say this is short range.
No, James caught the touchdown.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
James caught it.
That's right.
Donnelly's kick, Minakuchi's hold. Donnelly's kick is good. 21-7 the score now is with 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go. What a great start right here for the Ironmen.
Yes, Bosco extends their lead, answers that touchdown by Seton Hall. Seton Hall, was that a stroke of luck, or are they starting to turn up? We'll see. They have the ball. They're getting the ball back now. Bosco kicking. I mean, we've seen a lot of the special teams. Oh, hey, must be the money. And we've lost power again.
Andrew Bailey and Daniel Burton are still the kick returners for this Pirate special teams unit. Gavin Gortz is looking to attempt his 4th kickoff of the game right here with 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. The Ironmen are ready. Gords is ready, and boomer, there he goes. Gords' kick is caught right at about the 8 yard line. Here he goes, running up the middle. There's Burton, tackled right at about the 28 yard line, and Seton Hall will start right there. So this Ironman defense has come up with the stop. 2 of the 3 possessions. A 4th down stop on the first one, a punt on the second one, and then the Davis touchdown catch on the 3rd drive.
Hey, as Meatloaf said, rest in peace, Meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You know?
Yeah. Let's see if they can make it 2 out of 4, though, for this Seton Hall Prep offense. Langerman will be in the shotgun with Bailey to his left. Langerman. Waiting the snap, and now gets it. There's Bailey running back up the middle. There's Jovan George trying to make a move, but he can't get him. There's Bailey breaking tackles and fumbles forward to about the 45 yard line.
And Bailey using his small frame to slip through the arms and the bodies of the Bosco linemen is able to scoot forward all the way down to their own 45, sending up a 1st down for Seton Hall.
Junior linebacker number 8, Jaden Brown, on the tackle. The junior has
Jaden
Scholarship offers from a few schools, UMass, Syracuse, Maryland, hoping for more.
And a real nice guy, too. I had the pleasure of having theology class with him last year. Mr. Ojo. Mr. Ojo.
Mr. Ojo.
Mr. Ojo.
I never had him.
You never had him? Ah, he's a character. He's a great guy.
Great guy. Langerman will be in the shotgun. Here comes Dunmore in the backfield with Bailey, the other man in the backfield. Bailey gets the snap, running left, finds a hole, but it is not there as it tackled nicely by number 95, Aiden Horodnik, and number 99, Jovan George.
And again, I mentioned on the relatively small stature of Daly. He's only 5'7", 160. Shifty guy, though. Fast on his feet. Quick on his feet. 7.5 minutes left to go. Bosco up 21-7 over Seton Hall. 2nd and 8. At about midfield, about the 47-yard line of the Pirates. Thank you for joining us tonight for the 50th anniversary of Grand Hotel Stadium, of the commemoration.
A lot of former players in this field, 50 years. Yeah. Whether you're Bosco or not, a lot of players, a lot of successful players. There's Langerman's pass over the middle, and it is caught. Tackled nicely right at about the 42-yard line. Number 25, Julius Vicari on the catch. Vicari is their leading receiver with 216 receiving yards, 3 receiving touchdowns, averaging about 42.7 yards per game. So Vicari, the leading receiver, finally gets involved.
And was that Dorsey on the tackle I saw, number 25? The defensive back, sophomore, 6 foot. Good conservative tackle there. Bosco secondary is going to have to work hard tonight. They've had to already.
That's a key third down conversion right there for this Pirate offense.
Yep.
Keep moving those chains, keep the ball away from that Ironman offense, and more importantly, get in a position to put points up on the board. As I say that, Seton Hall Prep signals their first timeout of the game with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the second quarter, with the score being 21-7. During this timeout, any Bosco alumni out there watching, tuning into our DBP live stream, please go to our website, click on the alumni tab, and register yourself. We love hearing from our Bosco alumni, and please stay connected to us. 50 years at Granite Hill Stadium. A lot of former players. I see members from our 2009 and 2011 national championships team. A lot of former athletes, and great players.
Seeing some players that
not even just athletes too, alumni that I've come to know today. It is very great.
Yeah, great to have everybody back, you know? Once an Ironman, always an Ironman.
Yeah.
You come back, you're welcome.
And it's cool because we all have different stories, right, about our high school days, but they're all somewhat related because Bosco is at the center of all of them.
Hey, and even if you're not a big football guy, it's always great to come to an event like this, you know? Feel the
Yeah, see your Bosco guys again.
Yeah.
Feel the animosity.
The
no,
camaraderie.
no,
the camaraderie.
The camaraderie. There you go. Langerman pulls it. There he goes, running downfield, right about the 40. Tackled right about the 38-yard line, pushing the pile to about the 36-yard line.
Good tackle there. The defender was able to stay on him, not make a hasty move, which would allow quarterback to get further downfield. Only a pickup of, what are they going to give him? 2-3 yards? Or they're just going to say 2nd and 10. Got him at the line of scrimmage.
2 Ironman tacklers right there on the play after the 6-yard gain by Langerman. Number 40, Vincent Bertone, junior linebacker, and number 9, senior safety, Matt Guchar. 2nd and 4 on the 36 of Bosco for the Pirates. Langerman, Bailey, and Dunmore in the backfield. Langerman gets the snap. Here comes a Bosco blitz, and there is Lester chasing after him. Hits Langerman behind the line of scrimmage. Thankfully, Liam Langerman throws it over the middle, but it is incomplete as Langerman avoids the sack, and a huge play right there by this Bosco defense.
And the heat was brought by the secondary as well. I can see Jaden Brown looking ready, and then boom, snap it. He rushes through, puts that pressure on. Lander again has to run out of the pocket, and he was not sacked. And that's actually something interesting. Bosco only has 4.5 sacks on the season as a team. The national average is 8.3 for high school varsity football, and they only have 4.5. Interesting statistic.
With Leicester leading in that category.
Exactly.
Lamont Leicester almost added another one to his total. Langerman on a 3rd and 4 will get the snap, looks over the middle, and it is batted right about the line of scrimmage by number 99, the Holy Cross commit, Jovan George.
Yep. Jovan George is actually the one that is leading this defense with sacks. Actually, Lamont Leicester leading tackles with 6.7 per game.
4th down up and coming for the Pirate offense. 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in this second quarter.
Second quarter.
21-7, the Ironmen ahead of the Pirates.
And remember, folks, once this halftime show starts or once we go to break, stick around, all right? Maybe go get some popcorn, but stick around because we got another half of play after this.
The Iron Maniacs are getting into it, chanting defense. Here's Langerman in the shotgun with Dunmore to his right. Langerman fakes the handoff. Here's Bosco chasing after him, but Langerman throws, and it is caught by Davis. Davis, who caught the touchdown earlier, will once more move the chains for the Seton Hall Prep offense.
Wow. And a gutsy move to go for that 4th down when the first one conversion, which was short. I believe it was 4th. Well, no, it was 4th and 6, I think. I think it was that.
Brody Davis, the senior wide receiver, has been featured the most tonight. I believe that is about his 5th catch of the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep going to him.
Yeah, and again, as I said, gutsy move to go for that 4th down. I wouldn't say deep, but they are in Bosco's territory. I mean, a punt really wouldn't do that good. It would probably be a touchback as it is. A little too far out for the field goal.
And they need points. Down 2 scores.
They do. They do.
Halftime up and coming in about 4 minutes and 36 seconds.
They got another half to work.
Langerman hands it off to Luigi, and Luigi's tackled right about the 25-yard line, which makes that a 2nd and 9 from the 25. And we have a whistle.
However,
a flag on the play.
We have a flag on the play. Now, this might be against the Ironmen.
I heard the Iron Maniacs through my headset getting a little hyped up, so something they saw must have made them happy.
Yeah. I do see Jordan Thomas looking a little disappointed over there on the side, though. Number 97. Unnecessary roughness.
The second unnecessary roughness call of the night for this Bosco defense.
And I wouldn't say it's killing the defense quite yet because Bosco is still up and they've held the Pirates to only 1 touchdown. However, in the long run, they don't want to make this a common reoccurrence.
Ball at the 13, 1st and 10 from the 13 for the Pirates. Langerman fakes the handoff, play action, rolling back to right, finds some pressure, and there he goes, and the pass is caught in the back of the end zone by number 13 for the Seton Hall Prep touchdown. Nice catch and throw right there by the Seton Hall Prep offense.
Luke Sudhold there on the catch, big 6'3", junior, 185, and an acrobatic feat just shown by that wide receiver, Sudol. He got up, he twisted his body around, was able to contort around to meet with the ball, come down for the touchdown, bring Seton Hall presumably within 1 score of Bosco. Let's see if they can make the PAT.
Number 98, Jack Catchpole will be attempting the extra point, and Catchpole's kick is good.
Catchpole, the lefty may I add, he completes it. Now 21-14, Bosco over Seton Hall. Now Bosco gets the ball back, about 4 minutes to work, and Bosco gets the ball to start the second half of play.
Yes, the score being 21-14, Bosco scored in their 3 possessions of this half, so let's see if they can keep that string going.
Dude, are you okay?
3 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Bosco, 3 touchdowns were a Minicucci scramble for about 45 yards to the end zone, and then a Nolan James catch from Nick Minicucci, which was wide open. I mean, anybody could have caught that and just pretty much just walked into the end zone. And the third was a nice Logan Bush extending the arm to the end zone for 6. But Seton Hall Prep has scored 2 touchdowns of their own. This quarterback, Liam Langerman, has thrown 2 touchdowns, one to Davis, number 81, and one to Luke Sudel, number 13, the junior wideout. Langerman making plays tonight, and he has been all over the field with his arm.
Yeah, Sudel, the senior, out there. Again, big frame. That's a recurring thing I'm seeing. This Pirates offense and defense, they are pretty big. The tight ends 6'1" and 6'3". I'm looking at the roster. They got their backup quarterback, or one of them, Dunaman, the second, sophomore, big 6'5", big frame, a lot of them. Bosco has been able to keep up, however, with big frames of their own and some quick feet, some good plays by the running backs, Minakuchi, and the wide receiver unit.
Cosgrove and James will be back to receive this kickoff from Catchpole. Cheerleaders are featured in the upper left-hand part of your screen, courtesy of Don Bosco's sister school, Mary Help of Christians.
And we thank them for being here.
Yeah, they're always here, doing their thing. You'll love to see it. Cosgrove is tackled right about the 23-yard line, and Bosco will start there. Nick Minakuchi, the senior, will come out for his for the Ironman fourth possession of the game. Receive some play call instructions right before this drive. So, what are we thinking, man? More runs, I assume. Runs working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And you've said that. If it ain't broke, don't fiddle with it. And why would they? They're having great success. They've had great success in the past. Filling in the shoes of Ronnie Heath.
Minakuchi in the shotgun. Here comes James. Minakuchi, the QB draw up the middle, and there he goes, making another man miss and tackled right about the 25-yard line.
Shifty feet didn't work too well on that play. Minakuchi met at the line and stopped, tried to weasel his way out of it, but no. Now Bosco has about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock to get something done.
Need to go if they want to score a touchdown, they need to go about 75 yards here with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. All 3 timeouts, so it's definitely doable. We've seen this Ironman offense be pretty lethal thus far. Let's see if they can keep that train going. Minakuchi will be in the shotgun. Minakuchi gets the snap, pitches it out to James. James running over to the right side, and he's tackled right behind the line of scrimmage, and that is to the liking of the whiteout student section you see in the top right of your corner, top left of your screen, of Seton Hall Prep.
So maybe the defensive line and the defense as a whole is finally starting to catch up to this run game by Bosco, bringing up a 3rd and about 7. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock.
So Seton Hall Prep will take their second timeout of the game with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go here, making it a 3rd and 7 for this Ironman offense right at about the 25-yard line.
And as you see on your screen for a second, it's quite impressive. The Pirates, both the Pirates and the Iron Maniacs showing up and showing out. The teams are doing great, and their fans are doing great as well. We love seeing support. We love seeing the fans come out. Seton Hall, coming from pretty far away, and their fans are here, and they are supporting. That's great to see. It's great to see. Yeah,
a lot of Bosco alumni here, as we've been talking about pretty much all night because it's very significant. 50th anniversary of Granite Hill Stadium. A lot of alumni here. It's great to see. The Iron Maniacs showed out well, as did the Seton Hall Prep student section. So a lot of school pride being shown all over the field tonight.
Mm-hmm. It's great to see.
Seton Hall Prep will be left with 1 timeout after they just used their second of the game. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this first half.
Bosco got a pretty big 3rd down conversion here. Well, they have to make this one. 3rd and 7 on their own 25. Now, they do have a pretty good punting unit. They don't want to have to resort to that, but it would not be great to have to punt from pretty close to their own end zone.
Minakuchi in the shotgun. A blitz by the Pirates, and Minakuchi is sacked behind the line of scrimmage by that senior linebacker, Jordan McAllister. McAllister is their leading tackler on this team, and the senior comes up with a huge play on defense to get this Pirate offense back the ball.
Jordan McAllister on the right, blitzed off the edge, was not picked up by a lineman. Minakuchi had to get the ball out quickly, was not able to, tried to scramble out and shoestring tackle. Now, Bosco has to go for a 4th and 20. Well, they're going to punt it, obviously, but lost about 13 yards on that play, kicking from basically in their own end zone.
Nick Severin, the punter, who's also the starting safety. Bucknell commit, and there he goes, booting one. To about midfield, takes a nice Bosco bounce, and it will stop right at about the 50-yard line.
Still rolling a little bit?
49-50.
They're going to pick it up at the 50. Now, minute and a half of time on the clock for the Pirates to use. They're already halfway down, right? They're already at midfield. They have to get to probably about the 30-yard line if they want to get a kick.
It's high school, son. You're not the
Yes.
I would say about the 15.
15.
Maybe
All
about the
right.
20,
Yeah,
40
all
yarder,
right. Yeah, I
roughly.
get, yeah. That's true. Touche. But they definitely have time to work. And they have one timeout left, I believe.
Yeah, one timeout, 1 minute and 31 seconds to go. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back from halftime. The score being 21-14. For those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Nick Zuppi.
And I am Salvatore Noble. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Great game thus far. Bosco starts this half with the ball down at their own about 28.
Minakuchi hands it off to Bush. There's Bush making a little juke move to about the 32-yard line. Logan Bush, who scored the third touchdown for this Ironman offense right in the first half. A nice little one-yard run up the middle.
Bosco ranked number 1 in the state right now, looking to cement that lead.
Now, if Bosco wins this game, they would win the league championship.
They would
a nice
win the
little
league, yeah.
league title for this Ironman Gridiron gang, as Father Abe says. Minakuchi will be in the shotgun. Hands it off to Bush. Bush making a man miss, and there he goes. Logan Bush down the left sideline. Picks up a block by James and Cosby. Logan Bush down the left sideline to the 40. Still running on his feet and tackled right about the 28-yard line. What a run by the junior tailback. Logan Bush picking up blocks, making men miss. Add that to the highlight reel. First and 10 on the Seton Hall Prep 29-yard line for this Ironman offense. Three receivers are to the right with Bush in the backfield with Minakuchi. Bush takes the handoff once more, tackled right about the 25-yard line with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this third quarter.
On that tackle was Kelvin Williams, senior 5'10", 220. Bush was able to hold on to the ball, though, through the two big hits. The two guys collapsing at the same time.
Kelvin
Good
Williams,
job.
the team's leading tackler, averaging 10 tackles per game over the 6 games, which results in 60 total tackles.
Got a half
for
of a tackle.
Williams.
Shared a tackle. That's 0.5 tackles right there.
Minakuchi in the shotgun with handoff to Bush. Bush running up the middle, makes 2 men miss, push in the pile to about the 16-yard line. Logan Bush, he has done an incredible job thus far tonight of being hit. Right after he's hit, he keeps going. He breaks tackles. He pushes the pile forward. Logan Bush keeps his feet moving for more yards.
Stand on his feet.
First and 10, that latest Bush carry moved the chains for a first down. 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go in this third quarter. Minakuchi in the shotgun. Hands it to Bush a third time in a row. There's Bush breaking a tackle, and Logan Bush is in for his second rushing touchdown of the night. High-fiving the father of Nick Minakuchi. And that makes the score 27-14, the Ironmen over the Pirates.
And yet another time, a Bosco running back or a Bosco offensive player has been able to shed at least one tackle to get substantial yards or a touchdown. Look at that! Like that is so good. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad job by the defense, but the ability to stay on your feet is great in this game.
Donnelly's kick is good to make it 28-14. I'm sorry, Sonny, you were saying.
No, 28-14. Thank you, Zupi. About 9 minutes left to go. Now the Pirates will get the ball once again. Seeing if they continue the trend of their last 2 drives, they're going to be surging forward. Last 3 drives. It was an interesting turn of events. They were down at the Bosco 2-yard line, then they went back to the Bosco, 10 or something, and then basically what was going to be a touchdown pass was stripped, turned into a touchback. Bosco ended the quarter with the kneel, so they were not able to tie it up. But they still had the momentum on that drive. They're definitely hoping that they can. Sustain that momentum going forward. Again, live from Grand Hotel Stadium, 50th year anniversary of this Grand Hotel Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being here along with us. Salvatore Noble and, of course,
Nick Zuppi.
Nick Zuppi.
What a great night. Under the lights. It's a little chilly, a bit nippy. But hey, still no rain.
Yep.
As
no
you are
rain.
the weatherman, you predicted no rain. You were
Yep.
right on the
Spot
money
on,
with that.
Like always. Or, weathermen only have to be right, 60% of the time, something like that. But I would say that I am higher than that. But no matter. Great night for football.
Great night for football indeed. 50 years of football have been played at Granite Hill Stadium. Gourds is ready, and there it is. Gavin Gourds kicks it down the left sideline, and it is muffed and falls into the end zone for a touchback.
Now they're saying that it was not touched, it just rolled into the end zone, so it is not going to be a fumble or anything of the sort. Touch some Ironman can pick it up. No, they're just going to say that it's going to be a touchback. They will start at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line, 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this third quarter. We're about 2 minutes removed from halftime. Thank you for joining us. Once again, Nick Zuppi and Salvatore Noble here at Granite Hill Stadium. It's been a pleasure. Continue. Please tell everybody to tune in. We love providing entertainment for you all in this wonderful live stream that the Media Club produces. Here's the handoff, running Seton Hall to about the 28-yard line. Andrew Bailey, the junior tailback, took the handoff. Jovan George on the tackle. 2nd and 6 for the Seton Hall offense from the 24-yard line. Seton Hall Prep has thrown the ball a lot and has been efficient in doing so in the first half. We saw Langerman throw 2 touchdowns and almost had a 3rd touchdown pass if it wasn't for the Vicari fumble that rolled in the end zone at the end of the half. There's Langerman rolling out to the right, receiving pressure from George, and a nice dump-off pass to Bailey. Bailey gets the tackle and is hit by Bertone right at about the 30-yard line, which appears to have enough yardage for the first down.
And again, able to mitigate any loss. If anything, they surged forward. Now first down, they're able to make sure that there was no tackle for loss TFL. Impressive job by this offense to be able to move, work with what's coming at them from the defense, which is a lot of pressure from this big D-line on the Bosco side.
Big unit featuring Jordan Thomas. We'll go left to right here, as you can see it on our screen. Lamont Lester, 33, Jovan George, 99, Aiden Horodnik, 95, and Jordan Thomas, 97. Junior, senior, junior. Langerman, play action fake. Lester's on the pressure. There he goes, rolling out to the right, looking over the middle, throws it over the middle, and it is batted incomplete.
And almost intercepted off the deflection, but no. So it is going to be an incomplete pass. Again, that D-line able to burst through and put the pressure on quarterback right away. But he's done a great job getting it out. Again, it was an all right pass. Most guys recovered downfield. But now, 2nd and 10.
Yes, Langerman hasn't had the best help from this offensive line unit thus far in this game.
They're gonna have to
so he's had to make plays, and he has done so thus far.
But the O-line's going to have to step it up if they want to give him more time to let the play run its course.
2nd and 10 from the 31. Langerman doesn't like the play, neither do the coaches, so he gets a new one. Langerman gets the snap, looking over the left, throws over the left, and it is incomplete. Intended for Sudoff, the wide receiver, number 13.
And I saw somebody get a hand on it in there.
7 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in this third quarter. 28-14. Ironmen ahead of the Pirates. 3rd and 10 from the 31-yard line. Seton Hall Prep would love a first down to keep those chains moving, to give them an opportunity to put 6 on the scoreboard. Bosco showing a little pressure. Here's Langerman in the shotgun. And it is a flag on the play. And I hear some people chirping behind me that it may be against Seton Hall. delay a game on the offense. It is indeed against Seton Hall, which will move them back 5 yards, 3rd and 15 from the 26-yard line. That makes it.
And now they're pretty deep in their own end. Gonna have to get it out. Big 3rd down conversion coming up here. And if not, they're gonna be punting from deep. Which, hey, we've seen the boot. We've seen the boot on the half of on the side of the Pirates. They don't want to go to it, but if they have to, they know they got somebody capable of booting it pretty far.
Screen pass. Here's Bailey, and Bailey's hit hard right about the 25. A swarm of Bosco tacklers, and that will bring on the Seton Hall punt team as the Ironman defense comes up with a nice stop here in this early second half. Kyle Ramos, the sophomore linebacker, who's been making a few plays tonight on the defensive side of the ball with the latest tackle.
And now punt coming up from deep in their own end.
Jack Catchpole Jr., the junior kicker and punter. Catchpole's punt is a good one. Takes a nice Seton Hall prep bounce, and it is muffed, but it goes out of bounds right about the 40-yard line. So Bosco will start their second possession of the half.
Connor
Right there.
Grosgrove dropped it, but he was able to roll out. So Bosco will pick up the ball at about their own 42-yard line. So a good punt, but still pretty good field position for the Don Bosco prep side.
6 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Almost halfway done here in this third quarter. Looking at the scoreboard, that tells me the clock and the score. Class of 1961. The Bergen game 3 weeks ago was the first game that the new scoreboard was used. So the class of 1961 has donated that scoreboard. As I say that, James takes the handoff and runs nicely for about 20 yards to about the 40-yard line. Nolan James takes the handoff from Minakuchi. Tried to stiff arm him, but he was pushed out of bounds in that process. So that pushes the ball to the Seton Hall Prep side of the field. 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go. From the Pirate 40, Minakuchi will be in the shotgun with DeTrano, Bush, and James in the backfield. Minakuchi fakes the handoff. Now he's running up the middle, picks up a block from Francis, spins forward to about the 35-yard line. Nick Minakuchi, the quarterback, we've seen him use his legs all night. The first possession of the game, he ran for a nice 45-yard rushing touchdown.
And that dual threat adds to the triple threat. Him, Bush, and James. All three, basically, all three acting as the running backs on the ground. Minakuchi, obviously, the quarterback, but he's able to run pretty easily. Or efficiently. How about that? And again, I'm quite impressed. Minakuchi, I've not seen him this light on his feet the whole year. He came out strong in the first half. And has continued
Number 11, Charlie Lamorte, the backup quarterback coming in, as it appears Minakuchi was injured on the last play. So let's see how Charlie does here on this 2nd and 5. Lamorte hands it off to Bush. Bush running right. Tries to cut back inside and does, but he's tackled right at about the 32-yard line to bring up a 3rd and short for this Ironman.
So Charlie Lamorte now on the field. Do we think Minakuchi is hurt, or did his helmet come off, so he has to be out for one play? I did not see a helmet off, so I'm guessing he's injured. Hopefully just a cramp, cold night like this. And it looks like Minakuchi is back out for this play.
Here he comes.
Good. Here he comes back
3rd
out.
and 3 from the 32-yard line.
Charlie, sitting there ready, willing, and able, came out, got it done for one play. That's good. Minakuchi's back out. The main man takes back over.
Minakuchi behind DeTrano and Maietti with Bush behind him. Here's Bush taking the handoff up the middle, and there he goes. Tackled right about the 28-yard line. Is that an indication of a first down?
Let's see.
And it appears so. So we have another
Ironman first down, moving those chains. Gridiron Gang moving those chains.
First down on the carry by Bush.
5 minutes left in this third quarter of action. Bosco up 28-14. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I see there are about 200 viewers watching right now. We know that you guys, we appreciate
Tuning in from all over the country.
From
We
all
met
over
a
the country.
family from Florida that watches all the games, the
And
Severin
California-
grandparents.
and
That's what I
California
meant.
as well.
Sorry, excuse me. California. So it's great to see that our audience is from everywhere. You know, but make sure keep tuning in. We're here for you guys. We produce these live streams for you guys. We want our Bosco people to know what's going on.
And we don't only do football ones. We also do soccer. We do basketball. Hey, Nick Zuppi does a great job on the basketball broadcast during the basketball season. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you see on the YouTube page, there's a little button that says subscribe. That is completely free. You click that, you hit the little bell, and you'll be able to see whenever we go live, boom, pops up, hey, Bosco's live. It is completely free. It's not even like free for 3 months and then you have to pay. Completely free for all time. You unsubscribe whenever you want. Just click that button and it really helps us see who is watching.
And it's one heck of a live stream. I mean, look
Yeah.
at that camera angle right there. You got a little Iron Maniacs in the background. You see Minakuchi scrambling, now running up the middle, and there he goes. Hit hard, but breaks a tackle. Minakuchi doing all kinds of maneuvers to get away from these Pirate defenders. What a run.
What a run.
3 minutes and 44 seconds to go. The Ironmen have entered the red zone and look to capitalize on a early second half opportunity. First and goal from the 10-yard line. There's number 71, Chase Basantis, right next to Minakuchi. That is a big human right there. Chase Basantis.
Big 71.
Here's Minakuchi in the shotgun. Nolan James, the running back. Minakuchi gets the snap from Toomey. James takes the handoff, running up the middle, and he's hit right about the 3-yard line. So it'll be second and goal upcoming for the Ironmen. Number 7, the safety, Rippey on the tackle. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this third quarter.
And the Iron Maniacs are still here in large numbers, showing the pink out, representing.
Minakuchi in the shotgun with numerous players in front of him, including Detrano and Maietti. Here's James taking the handoff, and he walks in for 6. Nolan James catches a touchdown in the first half and runs for a touchdown in the second half.
Bosco now up 34-14. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Now they're up by 3 scores, basically. Yeah, they're up by 3 scores. Now, if the Pirates are unable to answer on their next drive, I would say that it is looking better in the favor of Bosco. Like, looking very good. Let's say that, because it's obviously better than Bosco right now.
Up
It's
3
gonna be looking
touchdowns?
better. Yeah, that's a lot to overcome in about a quarter and 2 minutes.
Donnelly's kick is good, making him 5 for 5 on extra points thus far in this game. 2 minutes, 27 seconds to go. What a night.
Yep.
What a night. Ironmen are up on the scoreboard. They're up by a pretty good margin. 50th anniversary of Granite Tail Stadium. Alumni all over the stadium. 50 years of alumni are here today. You'll love to see it.
So Bosco, 2 more games in the regular season before the postseason starts. If they get the win tonight, they go to 5. They move to 5-2. The Pirates, the Seton Hall Pirates, move to 4-3. Bosco plays, I believe, Paramus Catholic next week.
I
and
believe
then
so.
DePaul 2 weeks from now. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yep, DePaul Catholic, and that'll be home. That'll be another home game. You guys, tune in again. Subscribe. You guys will be able to see when we go live. Right? You hit that little bell. It gives you notification.
Another home game. That means another DBP Media Club production.
Yep. And while you're at it, while you're down there looking for the subscribe button, make sure to hit that thumbs up, all right? That lets the algorithm know that you guys love it, and they'll show it to everybody else, and they'll love it too. Little shameless plug. Now the Ironmen come back out to kick it off, 35-14. Bosco is winning.
They are winning.
About 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
Darren Burton and Andrew Bailey back to receive the kick. And they have been this whole game, all 6 kickoffs that Gourds has kicked, those 2 were back there to receive the kick and get Seton Hall Prep into good field position.
So let's talk about maybe the future of the Bosco plan, right? In the weeks to come.
Yeah.
If Ronnie, and we really hope he does, if Ronnie does come back, finish the season out strong after the injury, are they putting him into the rotation and taking out somebody, or are they sticking with 3 running backs? What do you think?
I don't know, and that's a good question. It depends on how healthy Ronnie is. We all love to see Ronnie out there. You know, he's a senior. He started these past 2 years. Logan Bush is, however, doing a great job stepping into those shoes as the backup running back. So, I mean, that's a question only Coach Sabella and Coach Iggy Urbina, the offensive coordinator, can answer.
Dancing back and forth is the kick receiver. Eventually brought down at about the 30. Starting, and I feel like almost every drive starts at the 30 for these Pirates. There was a few that weren't, but almost everyone like at the 30, 31.
Yeah. Good, each kickoff, it's been successful for this Bosco special teams unit. You know, in previous games, we've seen them giving up long kickoff return touchdowns. So the special teams unit, Coach Tank, the special teams coach, got them firing on all cylinders tonight.
Firing on all cylinders.
Here's Langerman in the shotgun. Takes the handoff gets the handoff to Petrano, and Petrano's tackled by Ramos and Bertone at about the 32-yard line.
And a little bit of shoving after the play ends between some guys on the D-line and O-line. Maybe tensions are running high. They see the deficit that they're in, but hey, it may look insurmountable, but they can still climb back out of it.
2nd and 8. Seton Hall Prep with the rock, with the ball. Moving those chains, hopefully for them. Langerman in the shotgun. Hands it off to Petrano again, and there's Petrano bouncing around to the right side, and we have a flag thrown. Indication that I assume that'll be against Seton Hall.
And a man down on the Bosco side. He's coming back up. They got him. He's all right. It's good to see. But again, flags. Let's see what's going on. There seems to be a good bit of flags this game so far. You know, I wouldn't call it Flag Day as of yet, but
we have seen a few Flag Day games in our history of announcing Sonic.
We have. And these are a bunch of different flags. You know, we have a plethora in the variety of flags. So we've had holding calls, a good bit of unnecessary roughness as well. Now that you gotta clean it up. I mean, a holding, you might have the hand run, but unnecessary roughness, especially after the play, you got to be able to rein it in. I know tensions are high, but you got to be able to rein it in, not be detrimental to your team.
2nd and 18 from the 23. Here's Langerman, hit hard in the backfield, and his pass incomplete, intended for Sudol.
Sails over the head of Sudol. No interception as it went over his head, but he was hit on that release hard.
This Bosco defensive line has really been pressuring Langerman all night, and
still have not come down with a sack.
Yes.
Not come up with a sack, but maybe that'll change. About 59 seconds left on the clock. Bosco up by 21 points.
59 seconds to go. Temperatures are dropping. Also the attendance of this game as the deficit for the Pirates increases. Pantano takes the carry, and that will bring up another 4th down for this Ironman defense. Yet another stop. 35 seconds to go. The clock is running at the end of this 3rd quarter. Memorial Walker with the latest tackle with 20 seconds to go. Let's see if Seton Hall will punt it. And joining me in the booth is the man himself, the man behind all of the show business, Mr. Regino. What up, Mr. E?
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be here.
How does it feel, to be a part of this Don Bosco Prep Media Club, but not just to be a part of it, to run it? You're the guy. You're the guy who puts this all together.
It's an honor to be here, especially working with you talented guys. This is not an easy thing to do, but you guys show up, put on a great show, and even when things get difficult, you're able to pull through and make it happen. Whether we might lose audio sometimes or if the stream goes down, we always work through it and make the best out of it. But I can't do this without you guys, so I'm really grateful for the effort and attention you guys put into it.
But we can't do it without you, though. So,
Hey.
I guess it's a two-way street.
It is a two-way street. So, I'm going to let you do what you do because you're a great interviewer. So right now I think we're going to be able to bring somebody on and interview one of our amazing alums of Don Bosco Prep.
Oh,
So
sounds cool.
let's check in with the one and only Mr. Bob Zuppi, who happens to be your dad.
Huh.
And we're going to get somebody on here and have an awesome opportunity. So let's see how it goes.
I'm with that.
I'm going to grab him right
Sounds
now.
good.
When time is resumed, it'll be 1st and 10. By the airmen at their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Please take out your 50-50 tickets. The winner this evening will receive $835. If you have the winning ticket, please bring it up here to the 50-yard line. The winning ticket, 981-184. Again, repeating, 981-184. If you have that winning ticket, please bring it to the 50-yard line. You're $800+ richer. First and 10 by the Ironmen. Get at the 149-yard line.
So you can take a seat right here. And when you put this on, you'll just
Place it on your right ear, and your left ear will be exposed so you can hear the questions from him.
Yeah, a little powder over here. Track and field, shot put, discus, and javelin.
Gotcha.
I can take his hat off, right?
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
Pass is incomplete.
Glenn Scola, the man.
How's that?
It's good. You comfortable?
Yeah. Where am I looking at? You?
Camera right there.
I got to listen to you and look over here.
Or you can do both. No, I'll be looking back and forth. Joining me here in the booth is a 1974 alumnus of Don Bosco Prep, Glenn Scola. How you doing, Mr. Scola?
Very well. Very well. Excellent. Great day today.
Great night indeed. Bosco's up on the scoreboard, and you yourself, class of 1974, great athlete back in your day, right? Throwing the discus, running track, throwing the javelin, doing it all. So, Glenn, how does it feel to be back on campus right now?
It's great to be back. The campus has expanded beautifully. We had a great event today to honor the 50th anniversary of the Granitel family in the stadium. We happen to be on the team that played the first game here at the Granitel Stadium back in 1972.
So you just said that you were on the first team that played here at Granitel Stadium. Can you speak to the emotion of watching more Bosco kids get that opportunity to play in such a great stadium?
Well, I wish I was out there with them.
Very
they
good.
look great. The coaches are doing an excellent job. Coach Sabella, I know, fantastic coaching staff. And the ball players, great discipline, great energy. Great to see.
Love it. So this upcoming Hall of Fame induction will include you. So, Mr. Scola, congratulations on becoming the newest member of the Hall of Fame class of Don Bosco Prep.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel to leave such a legacy behind?
Feels great. I'm honored, surprised to get the call, but I got the call from President Bob Fazio at the time, and just looking forward to the event. And very, very honored, very humbling experience.
So, Mr. Scola, let's go back a little bit, right? You're looking at yourself back in the early 1970s when you're in high school, right?
Yes.
And then you're yourself now. Is there any piece of advice that you can give to yourself back when you were in high school?
Well, the best piece of advice is do your best every day. Do your best, give it your best. And what I learned at Bosco, which carried me through my career and through my life, is the emphasis on faith, family, friendships, and the freedom to really, promote, do your best, and serve others. That's kind of what I took away from being here at Bosco and the Ironman tradition: faith, family, friendship, and the freedom to go out and give it your best.
4 Fs, right? Why not?
4 Fs.
So before we transition to a little segment I do, is there anything that sticks out to you right off the bat about Granitel Stadium?
It's magical. Magical stadium. We beat Bergen the first game 13-0. Went on to be an undefeated state championship team the following year, 1973. And there's been great championship teams here ever since. It's beautiful to see.
So we're going to transition. I do a little segment, right? It's called Zippin' with Zoop. It's a game of rapid-fire questions. There are no wrong answers. Zippin' with Zoop, like we're zipping. We're going rapid fire. Rapid-fire questions. There are no wrong answers, so whatever, comes to the top of your head, just say it. You will not be judged.
Okay.
Only you might be judged a little bit by your classmates, but that's all right. Ready?
I could use Dr. Scanlon here for this.
Exactly. All right, ready? So you ready?
Go.
Most impactful Salesian at Bosco.
Impactful what?
Salesian.
Father Al Sokol.
Favorite athletic moment.
Winning the state championship, football state championship.
3 people you ate lunch with during your time at Bosco.
Matt Lawrence, Pete Prather, John Newtow.
Your favorite subject at Bosco was?
Mathematics.
If you had a choice, under the lights in Granitel Stadium or Saturday afternoon?
Oh, definitely Friday night under the lights.
Hardest class at Bosco, if you remember?
Chemistry.
Favorite building? I know there are a couple new ones since you've been here.
St. John's Hall. It was new when I first came here. It was a new building.
My favorite Granitel Stadium moment was?
Wow. I think tonight, favorite moment was celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Granitel Stadium.
On that note, St. John Bosco, pray for us. Thank you, guys.
God bless.
Glenn
Thank
Scola, class of 1974. Thank you guys for tuning in to that latest interview. For those of you who didn't watch it, class of 1974 of Don Bosco Prep, Glenn Scola, who is in the latest class of the Don Bosco Prep Hall of Fame, joined the booth, and he shared some great insights. He was one of the guys who put this whole anniversary of Granite Hill Stadium together. So it was important that we highlighted him and his experience at Bosco. During that time, you really didn't miss much in the game. We had no points, 2 punts, one by each team. 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. The score still being 35-14. And it's getting a little cold, that's for sure. Hallways were very warm today. It was nice, beautiful weather outside today. Latest pass interference call against the Ironmen will give a nice boost to this Pirate offense. Ironman defense has came out strong here in the second half. Really has allowed nothing. Amari Walker on the nice tackle right there. Tackle right about the 37-yard line. Formerly a wide receiver, now he's playing a little defensive back in this game due to the latest injury of number 7 senior corner Mikey Gennardi. Number 59, Brody Alston, the Wesleyan football commit, was in on the tackle as well outside of Walker. Second and 6 on the 37-yard line. Nine minutes and 15 seconds to go. Langerman gets the snap, pressure, and Walker hits the running back hard. Nice play right there by Walker and Lester. Lester got in the backfield. I'll do another one. I don't care. There's one headset. It would be one. It would have to be one. There's one headset. Langerman in the shotgun, 3rd and 6 on the 37. There he goes, rolling out right, chased by Lester. Langerman throws over the middle, and it is caught nicely by Sudoff right at about the 47-yard line, which will be enough for a first down. Number 81, Brody Davis in on the tackle. Out of bounds at the 47 with 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in this game. Landerman in the shotgun, play action pass. Here comes the Bosco pressure. Landerman gets it away to Petrano, and Petrano is out of bounds right up at the 49-yard line for a little bit of a short gain.
He got his toes down, though. They're going to mark him at the 49, like you said. Down 3 scores, down 3 touchdowns, and they have less than 9 minutes to work with. So that means, I mean, if my math is correct, then that's a touchdown every less than 3 minutes.
Plus, they got to play defense.
Plus, they got to play defense.
They got to get the ball back.
That's like if they did 2 onside. They scored here and then did 2 onside kicks successfully in a row.
I mean, and this Ironman offense has been firing on all cylinders tonight. 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty hard to get the ball back right away. Here's Landerman to Davis, and the pass goes right through his hands. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think if the Ironmen get a stop here, it might be the nail in the coffin that send them home.
I would agree with that. My pal Sal, I would agree with that. 3rd and 10 from the 49 for the Pirates. Seton Hall Prep with a record of 4-2. Either 5-2 or 4-3 after this game. A lot of motion here in the backfield.
That was change in formation.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works. Landerman gets a snap. Here comes Brown on the blitz. Brown hits the quarterback. Landerman gets the pass off to Davis. Davis is unable to haul it in. Incomplete. 4th down.
So an attempt at a little bit of deception, a little bit of trickery to throw off the defense, their tempo and their plans. But it did not come to fruition with 2 men sprinting through the line and forcing a bad, or not a bad pass, but just a pass that turned out to be incomplete in the end. So, again, 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. This is a 4th and 10. I mean, if they punt here and Bosco just starts running the clock out, then that'll be...
To your point,
Yeah,
you said this would be the nail in the coffin if they didn't get it. Their offense is out on the field on a 4th down and 10. Here's Landerman. Pressure from Lester. Evades him. Pass over the middle. And it is caught by number 4. Number 4 falling forward. Seton Hall prep sideline likes the way he did that. And is that enough for the first down? And that latest play, the catch and throw. Langerman 2. Excuse me, Langerman to Dunmore picks up the latest first down for the Pirates.
And a big 4th down conversion there.
That makes them 1 for 2 on 4th downs this game. Remember, first drive they went for a 4th and 6, and they
had another one in between that, so 2 for 3 now on the 4th down conversions, and this keeps their drive alive.
8 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Bosco's defense sending more pressure. Langerman throwing deep downfield, and it is picked off, incomplete. Matt Guchar, the senior safety, with a nice defensive play.
Guchar, sleek and small, 5'7", 155, able to get down there and contend with the vastly larger wide receiver, forcing an incompletion. Quarterback saw an opening, a one-on-one downfield, lobbed up the ball. Again, under a good bit of pressure. I don't know if I guess it's in tandem, both the strength, just the overwhelming strength of the Bosco D-line. I mean, I wouldn't say that the O-line for Seton Hall is weak or small. They're big and strong.
Yeah.
But just, I guess the Ironman defense is such a formidable force.
2nd and 10 from the 43. Here's Langerman, handed off to Dunmore. There goes Dunmore, and he's hit by Lester, Horodnik, Bertone, a whole herd of Bosco tacklers. So it'll be about a 3rd and 8 from the 43-yard line. It's a great shot. Look at that shot, courtesy of cameraman DJ Allen right now. DJ's doing a great job.
DJ's doing a great job. He's been filling in a lot. Co-anchor on the morning news recently. He's been doing a great job, along with Anthony Proya and James Coleman.
We have a whistle. It appears that the coach of the Seton Hall Prep Pirates has taken their first time out of the half to draw up a nice play that can get them to move those chains, get them a first down.
Yep, good idea. 3rd and 10. Only about 7 minutes left on the clock. A wise decision to get a timeout because this is definitely a crucial play that will affect the rest of the game. But so far, an action-filled night. It has slowed down a little bit. End of 3rd quarter into the 4th. But again, Pirates are trudging along. Even if they are making progress, time is against them. The Ironmen, on the other hand, just need to hold on. They can let up a touchdown here. I know they definitely don't want to, but if they can, they have a little bit of cushion. You know, they have a little bit of breathing.
Yeah, they got a little leeway. They got a little leeway.
Have some leeway.
So I would say the main objective for this Ironman defense is obviously to get off the field, but really just make Seton Hall burn that clock. You know, dwindle it down all the way because they are down 3 scores. It's almost impossible to score 3 touchdowns in 3 plays unless you got like Tyreek Hill's speed or something crazy. But hey, we've seen it at Bosco, or I haven't seen it, but crazy speed has been on display here at Granite Stadium. So why not happen again? Here's Langerman throwing it deep downfield, and it is intercepted.
Wow. Picked off. Another 1-and-1. This time turns into a pick. Connor Cosgrove down there, right? Number 3, Connor Cosgrove on the pick. But whistles and possibly, I think, yep.
Flag
Roughing
day.
the passer.
Roughing the passer.
I think it is officially Flag Day. I guess it comes early this year. Usually June 14th. Now Friday, October the 14th. Lots of flags. No, I wouldn't say unnecessary flags. Roughing the passer. You want to keep the quarterback safe, but that brings back probably would have been the nail in the coffin, that interception. However, now instead, Seton Hall gets to move a good chunk of yardage forward. And another first down. So now 1st and 10 on the Bosco 28-yard line.
7 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. Langerman in the shotgun, looking left, throwing left, and it is caught by Sudol. Nice leaping grab right there.
Hauling it in at about the 23. Again, about 5 yards on the play. That's going to be a 2nd and about 5. They're going to call it like a 2nd and 3 or 4 down in the 21.
Here comes a little tempo. Langerman rolling out to the right, chased by George. Dumps it over to number 88. Here he goes down the right sideline. Stiff arms, and he's pushed out of bounds by Bertone right at about the 18-yard line.
And that's the big Casey O'Sullivan. He had the first big play of the game down about 30 yards on the first pass. I thought that he was going to be a big factor in this game. He's proved a factor. I don't know if a giant one, but big, formidable force out there that's we've had to keep it. The Ironmen have had to keep an eye on him the whole night. Makes a play here.
Lundgren will be in the shotgun. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this game. Here he goes. Lundgren rolling out right, looking for his receiver downfield, and he is hit, and he is, fumble. Ball's on the ground. Multiple flags.
Flags, and the play was blown dead before the ball could be recovered, so it's not a fumble. We will await and see what these flags are
I think
for.
it might be officially Flag Day. There have been a lot of flags.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's a holiday so nice, you celebrate it twice.
Nice.
June 14th. Or is it
5
June
minutes
12th?
and 50.
I'm going to have to
Face
fact
mask
check
on the
myself.
defense. The Ironmen with a 3rd penalty on this drive. Unnecessary pass interference, face mask, and an unnecessary roughness call. Roughing the passer.
And why do I second guess myself? June 14th is Flag Day.
Here's Lundgren.
And that's an offside.
And another flag.
Or an encroachment? What are they going to call it? False start, maybe?
Encroachment. I think Walters, number 2, jumped off sides.
Wow.
Yep.
Bosco's starting to play. Both sides are starting to play sloppy as we approach about past halfway through this fourth quarter of action. Bosco up by 3 scores.
Lundgren will be in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Here's Petrano running up the middle. And another flag. Jaden Brown throws his arms up in the air. Like,
wow.
What are we doing?
Their maniacs are incredulous at the flags. But we'll see if this is going to move the Pirates back or move the Pirates ever closer to the touchdown, to the to the end zone, because they're in the red zone right now.
Another face mask call on this Ironman defense. That's the 2nd one this drive. Almost 50 yards of penalties just on this drive alone. That's 50 free yards that Don Bosco's given to Seton Hall. Here go the Pirates. 1st and goal from the 5.
Moving around.
Lundgren gets the snap. Hands it to Petrano, and Petrano is in. Touchdown, Seton Hall Prep with
Now
5 minutes and 26 seconds to go in this fourth quarter.
35-20, and with the PAT, it'll move them, and well now, plus with the 2-down conversion, with the 2-point conversion. Anyways, well here's so they're going for the PAT, not for the 2-point conversion. Now they are within 2 scores of Bosco, and only about 5.5 minutes left, and Bosco, again, is receiving the ball momentarily.
Yes, we've seen this Bosco defense been pretty stout here in the second half. They really haven't allowed Seton Hall to really do anything. But they really just shot themselves in the foot right there. I mean, I think about 50 yards of penalties that they just...
Yeah. I mean, it brought back an interception. There was a hit at the line of scrimmage. It's unfortunate. I mean, the Ironmen, 5 minutes and 26 seconds. up by 14. They start running the ball again. Now here's the question: do you run the ball to run the clock out, or do you run the ball to score more? Because we know that they're capable of running the ball to score, or do they play it just a little more? No, we gotta wait it out.
Why not do both? Why not run and burn the clock and score?
Because if you score too quickly, then the ball gets in the other team's hands. Either that, or they come out for an onside kick. An onside kick would be very, very interesting to see here. Do you think they're going for it? Do you think they do an onside kick?
Down 2 scores? I mean, if there would be a time to do an onside kick, now would be it.
Now would be the time, yeah. Not necessarily desperation time quite yet, but you're getting close to that.
Yeah, especially when you're...
Number 32, Declan Farrell to kick off for the Pirates.
Declan Farrell will kick off. Let's see if they do, in fact, do an onside kick to get the ball back. And his kick is a short one, and there's the onside kick. There it is, going bouncing, and Bosco lets it go out of bounds. Smart play by Cosgrove right there.
Kickoff is out of bounds, penalty.
So that will be Bosco ball, and that might be the nail in the coffin.
Kickoff out of bounds against the kicking team. That's a 5-yard penalty in the spot that it went out of bounds. First down.
So Bosco will take over right about the 45-yard line with 5 minutes and 26 seconds to go in this contest. What a contest we have seen. Combined 8 touchdowns, 5 by Bosco, 3 by Seton Hall. Minakuchi ran 1, threw 1. James ran 1. Bush ran 1. And that's 5.
There's your 5.
But for Seton Hall, Langerman has thrown 2 to Davis and to Sudol. And then that latest run by Petrano.
See the little sidestep hurdle move by James? Now that was a nice little flourish. You see, moves like that is what makes an average running back into an exceptional running back. I don't know if he's gotten quite to that caliber yet. However, he is showing signs of it. As you see a run like that where the hurdle, if no hurdle, you get, 3-4 yards, turns into another first down. And now with the Bosco chance coming in from the Iron Maniacs.
Let's go, Bosco. Yeah, the Iron Maniacs getting into it.
Yep, we have less than 5 minutes left on the clock. 1st and 10 for this Iron Man offense.
The Iron Maniacs getting Rowdy and Ramsey doing the famous Bosco chant that is passed down from class to class.
And still retaining probably about 80% of the initial volume of people. And again, still repping the pink.
4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this 4th quarter, and time is just slowly ticking down, running out. And the Iron Men look like they will have the league championship under their belt this year. That will move their record to 5-2, beating Archbishop Spalding from Maryland, St. Joe's, Bergen Catholic, Seton Hall Prep, and St. Peter's. Losing to Iona Prep in a thriller that came down to the last play, and a team from Florida that I'm blanking on the name.
Edgewater.
Edgewater, thank you, Sonny.
Gotcha.
Seton Hall Prep will move to 4-3. 3 minutes and 44 seconds now left. Bush got the latest handoff, a 3rd and 4. Bosco looks to convert here to definitely clinch the game.
Yep. 3 minutes, 25 seconds, 24, 23. Clock ticking down. 3rd and 4. Probably just another run.
Minakuchi to Bush. Bush makes 2 defenders jump into each other, and Logan Bush might have the first down right there on that nice run with defenders climbing all over him.
Able to utilize that stiff arm against Elijah Rippey, 6'4" senior, sorry.
I thought we would call his name more tonight. He's leading their team in interceptions. He's got 3 in 6 games, pretty much an interception every other game.
Speaking of interceptions, I don't believe we've had a single one this entire game.
None. Clean play by both quarterbacks. Or turnovers, for that matter. No fumbles either.
Well, we had that one in the end zone.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
yes, that was a big fumble.
And we had an almost interception that was brought back by penalty. as we had the parade of flags
Yeah.
last possession.
Menacucci hands it off to James. Nice block there by Besantis. And James breaking tackles, pushing the pile forward. Not being brought down until he's had forward progress stopped.
Williams made the tackle. First down for Bosco.
9:35 in the Eastern Time.
Ball now resting at the 24-yard line.
Two minutes to go. We are at the final 2 minutes. Bosco up 35-21 with the latest Petrano touchdown that decreased the lead from 35-14 to 35-21. 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Less than 2 minutes left. Second and probably about 8. Well, I'll tell you what, Zupi. It's been a great game. Great company, great audience, great atmosphere, great weather. Great time all around, you know? A jovial time for all.
Yes,
it's unfortunate that Seton Hall did not come away with the win, but they played well, put up 21 solid points on that scoreboard over there. That new scoreboard.
Class of 1961. Thank you very much for the scoreboard.
Yeah, and of course from 1972, Granite Hill Stadium, which we are celebrating today. 50 years. 50 years of Granite Hill Stadium.
1 minute to go. 59-58, the time's taken down. There's Logan Bush running up the left sideline. He stays and he's pushed out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 52 seconds to go. In these remaining stages of the game, this temperature has dropped significantly, but that doesn't matter to us. The Media Club men, we are strong.
We are
We
strong.
are here
We are
giving you this
fierce.
live stream.
About 50 degrees outside right now. Not the coldest game I've been to. MetLife last year was, whew, that was
When we played Bergen,
below, yeah.
Oh, that was brutal.
Below freezing. It was, what, 28 during the tailgate? Something like that?
something like that.
Am I right
It
to
was brutal.
take off my gloves to eat the sausage and peppers and
The Father's Club.
froze? Oh, yeah. Oh, it was
Father's Club.
Great food.
Father's Club food. What's better?
Yeah, I wasn't, listen, it
Go over-
was a sacrifice worth making.
Yeah, they're over there at the snack stand. They're there every home game doing their thing.
We appreciate all the people working to make this football atmosphere what it is, you know?
It really is a great atmosphere.
And all the people that you don't see on the football sides. Of course, you see the players and the stars. You see some of the main coaches, the assistant coaches. You don't see as much. All the water boys, the trainers, all of that, all the personnel. We thank you. You guys are doing a great job.
Ball at the 11-yard line of the Seton Hall Prep team.
With time running down, 20 seconds remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining Nick Zuppi and I this evening. Again, I'm Salvatore Noble, and as the victory formation is used and the time will run out, Bosco moves to 5-2, going to play Paramus Catholic next week. Defeats Seton Hall by a score of 35-21.
As Salvatore just alluded to, I'm Nick Zuppi. That's Salvatore Noble. Bosco wins 35-21 in the 50th anniversary of Granite Hill Stadium. They move to 5-2, win the league championship. On that note, thanks for tuning in.
And tune in 2 weeks from now for the DePaul game, where Nick Zuppi and I will be commentating.
Senior night, the last home football game of the year.
Yep.
So thank you guys for tuning in. It was a pleasure being here for you guys. Make sure you come back next game.